So, Skip, what is going on with Joe Burrow?
I'm going to say this first. I hope this isn't going on. I hope he's not turning into just another pouty diva who wallows in this public self-pity. I don't want to hear that.
That's fair.
But I don't think that's happening. This is what happened to me. Joe came into this year thinking Super Bowl, that he had the team around him, obviously the receivers, to go win it all. He got to one, didn't close the deal, and Akib and I both thought before the year they had the goods to go win it all. We both picked Cincinnati. They win their first 2 games. He's 2-0. He gets hurt. He misses 9 games. He comes back. They're 3-8, barely hanging on, and he sees an opportunity. He's looking at the division. He's looking at Pittsburgh and Baltimore struggling, and he says, you know what? I can do this. We can do this. We're going to win out. We're going to win the division, and here we go. And he goes to Baltimore on Thanksgiving night, and he's Joe Cool. He puts on a Joe Burrow show, as did the team. They win it going away 32-14, and I sat back, or you sat back and said, oh, he is back, baby. Here we go. So now they got to go to Buffalo. It's that guy. It's Superman. And he's got Superman pinned down. He's got him, and they're counting out Superman. And it's 28-25 with 5:25 left in the game. And Joe Burrow, of all quarterbacks, makes one careless little mistake on a corner blitz. He says, I'm just going to push pass it over to Jamal. I'm just going to kind of shot put it over. And Christian Benford goes up and snatches it out of the sky and keeps running for a pick 6. And Joe Burrow's shocked, shell-shocked, and next play comes right back, and it tipped up in the air, intercepted again. And he shook it off, and he still came back and put on a big, spectacular drive, touchdown, but it wasn't enough. So they lose 39-34 at Buffalo, season over. And I just think he was devastated by that because this kid will compete. And I think he was ashamed of what he did. And it was like, I did that? How could I do that? Back-to-back interceptions, especially the first one. And so he came out in a home game against Baltimore this past Sunday. No touchdowns, 2 picks. Gets shut out for the first time in his career. Has a QBR of 21. And I didn't watch it closely. I had one eye on it. And I know his game and I know his body language. He just wasn't into it. He was half-hearted the whole game, and his team responded in kind, half-hearted. It was a mail-it-in kind of a game. And I can't defend that, but this was a team whose season had been shattered, a team with Super Bowl hopes that had nothing more to play for. And again, I'm not defending Joe on this count because I didn't love it, but I did understand it because high hopes for the Super Bowl, high hopes to come back and steal the division, and it went up in smoke in one little careless mistake of a moment that he hasn't yet gotten over. I just think it's about competing, and he got his guts ripped out. That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes back to last year. You know what I'm saying? He had high hopes for the year. You lose a bunch of games. You finish strong as hell, think you have a chance to get all the way to the last game of the season, got a chance to get in the tournament.
He balled out in there.
You don't. But then you want that momentum. Okay, we're going to look at the glass half full, like Coach do, you know. You want that momentum to carry on to the next year. You start the next year, feel like you're playing, you feel pretty good about it. Boom, you get hurt. Then you by the time you come back, you want whoever the backup quarterback is, win 3 games, give me some type of chance to have a playoff comeback. When I get back, you come back, you're pretty much out of it. Now you in the same boat you was in last year. You got to win out again. Then you had a game where, he shot put, throw a pick, and now it's over again. I think he's just super frustrated with the past 2 seasons, himself, his team, with everybody, man. So then you had a little cryptic message, interview, and it's just, the frustration is just there. So, I mean, you have a terrible day at the office, that's not abnormal, Everybody have a day like that. Jeter had a day like that. I done had a day like that, But with the Dolphins, Cardinals, Browns, that's remaining on your schedule. He a true pro. I think he come back, finish strong, and try to take that momentum into the next year.
Yeah, he's got to get some momentum back.
You got to try to find something good about it.
Losing is poisonous, man. It has a major effect on great competitors. He's a great competitor, obviously, so when they get knocked out of the playoffs, he's definitely going to be a little bit down and shaken. I mean, it's dark in Cincinnati in the morning. You get up, it's getting colder. I mean, you're going to work again, the same people. You see the same quarterback coach, the same coordinator.
Yep.
It gets to be a little bit monotonous, especially if you're not playing for your ultimate goal, and that's division championships and Super Bowls, right? Now you're knocked out of that, so he's probably a little depressed. Probably was a little rain on the street. Maybe had a tough drive in. A little emotional, Joe. Chill out, all right? You're still a starting quarterback, and your team relies on you and your passion for their game and the energy that you bring to the table. They rely on you. You can't have press conferences like that.
No.
Much as I love you, Joe, you can't do that, man. That's too depressing.
Yeah.
I know Cincinnati can be dark and nasty sometimes. You just lost, but it can't happen. So moving forward, they got to help them. You know, just like Mahomes and the Chiefs, they got to help them out. The offensive line has been brutal, and the defense hasn't been very good. But you can't have your cake and eat it, too. Sometimes you got to make up for it. Sometimes you got to be Superman and not have a great old line and maybe not a great receiving core, maybe not a great defense.
Yep.
But you're going to
find a way.
Victory. Find a way to get it done. Unfortunately, he missed a lot of time this year. I think he'll have time to reflect, get himself 100% healthy. I know the Brown family, the Cincinnati Bengal owners, it's a good place in Cincinnati. I'm tired of all the negative things about it. They paid Jamar, they paid Higgins, they paid Burrow, they paid Hendrickson, they gave everything he wanted. They do have to add some more pieces in the draft. They got to draft better. And then they'll be back next year. I mean, the division's wide open next year. Pittsburgh's not all that. Aaron Rodgers, 41, right? Baltimore's having their issues. Cleveland might be an up-and-coming team with their defense, but it's just a tough time when you lose and you're knocked out of the playoffs for everybody. But I think he'll be fine. Just cheer up a little, Joe. Bring the energy the last 3 weeks. Have your young players play hard for you. Yep. That's what it's all about. Clap your hands, put a smile on your face, and enjoy the best game there is to play in the world.
It is.
I feel that, Coach.
And I agree with everybody. Is one element that you guys didn't mention. Joe Burrow, a lot of people can argue that last season he had in college, one of the best seasons we ever seen from a quarterback.
I think it was the best.
Okay, so this is what he knows. Okay, he comes in his rookie year, he gets hurt. What does he do his second year? He go all the way to Super Bowl. If you ever tasted Wagyu steak and then you got to go back to Applebee's, you know, like Keith started like that, and then what did he start doing? He started winning. When you listen to what Joe Burrow said, he said, if I'm not having fun doing this, then why am I doing it? Losing sucks. Everybody can't be me. And when I say Gerald, I never tasted winning. So I always had to find a way to have fun doing what I was doing. This game is entirely too difficult to get up day in and day out and lose. You got injuries, he's getting injured. He tasted going to the Super Bowl. He didn't finish it. But now look at what's happening with him. He's been there. He don't know what it's like to never get there and have to find a way to be happy every day, find a way to get up every day. I got to compete. They saying we not this. They saying I'm not that. I done tore my shoulder up. I done tore my knee up. I done tore my foot up. We did all this preparation. We done lost again. I get up. We go, I pull my calf. I go meeting room. We study. We lost again. We lost again. He's at the point to where he said, if it's not fun, then why am I doing it? He has to find a way to love the game, like Coach said. He knows what winning feel like. Lee went from here to knowing what winning feel like. That's why he carried himself the way he carried himself. He knows that winning is fun. It's a completely different feeling. He hasn't had to go through figuring out how to enjoy this game through the injuries, through your team not being good, through us getting booed. We can't figure out how to get an O-line. We can't do none of that. You got to find a way to enjoy the game. That is difficult. I tore my bicep tendon in the third play of a game one time and played the whole game. You know why? It's Monday Night Football. I love this game. Forget this bicep tendon. Tape it up. I want to go play. This game is too hard to not be having fun. So if he's saying, if I'm not having fun, then what am I doing it for? Everybody's trying to psychoanalyze all this, man. He know what winning felt like. He's a winner. He's been there. But now this is where he's at. He keep dealing with injuries, and his team is trash. So he's going through all this, I'm not having fun because, you know why? Because losing sucks.
Yeah.
I think they'd be
Losing
back.
sucks.
They'd be back.
I think there's still a little hope in Cincy. Like, it would be worse if you're the Browns. Like, but there's hope in, you have Jamar
nah,
Chase
for
and
sure.
T. Higgins you're
But I'm
throwing
saying,
to.
like, when we look at the interview, when we talk about
Hard
what's
North.
going on with
They
Joe
waiting to
Burrow,
happen.
that's what it is. He's won before. I've been to the Super Bowl. And now look at where we at, and we shouldn't be here. Because when you win, I can't attest to it. You won a Super Bowl. You know what winning feel like. That it's fun.
So you just always had Applebee's. You ain't got to the
I
White.
never got to the
Yeah.
Wagyu.
No Wagyu
So
for
I had to
Gerald.
enjoy. Hey, listen, I had to learn how to
You
put.
fuck with
I had to put.
Applebee's.
Listen, Applebee's. I had to learn. Listen, if I'm at Applebee's, hey, bring me some honey mustard. I need no ketchup. Let me get ranch this time.
Hey,
all right, you know what?
like
Season
that.
a little bit more.
Truffle
Yeah,
my
listen.
fries.
This time I'm gonna have some fries. I don't want that this time. I want the steak, but bring me macaroni this time. I haven't went to Nobu. I never got to experience Nobu. He has at college.
Yeah.
And in the pros.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm
real.
not going back to Applebee's. This is terrible. And then I'm going back to Applebee's and I don't know if my car gonna go through. Oh no. I ain't
Are you
doing it.
saying he's a little spoiled then?
No, I'm saying he's a winner. He's a winner.
know.
And he's saying, I'm going through injuries and we're not winning. If I'm not having fun, then why am I doing
Okay,
it?
do you remember what he said on that Thursday night he returned on Thanksgiving night at Baltimore on the field before the game when he got interviewed? He said, we're so blessed to play a little kid's game.
I know, and
Right?
then it.
Okay. And here we flipped because losing.
You know why?
It's
When he said,
frustrating.
wait,
Poisonous.
Yeah.
Skip, when
It's
he said,
frustrating,
what
Skip.
happened? What was he doing the interview for? What did they just do? They just won.
No,
No, that was
before the
the
game.
game.
Right
That
before
was
he came
Oh, I
back.
thought you talking about
He was
afterwards.
so happy
Oh,
to
yeah.
come back
He
and
just
play.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
kids game.
I can tell you why. Let me tell you why. When I went to the Raiders, I got injured playing the Cowboys.
Yeah.
The game got taken away from me. When I went to the Raiders, I went during training camp and I was still like ramping up, so I didn't get to practice and stuff. But when I did get to actually start practicing, I didn't practice with the defense. I was on the scout team. I was with the threes. But what I was doing, I was practicing as if the game had just got taken from me.
Yeah.
So when he's saying that, I'm back out here. The game got taken away from me. So my newfound love for this game
It's just to be back
is
on the
just
field.
to be back on the field.
Right.
You have a different type of feeling. So when I first got to the Raiders, like, man, this dude, look at how he practicing. That's because I set out. I love this game. I don't care what y'all want me to do. Y'all want to be scout team? Cool. I'm going to tear this starting O-line up and get them ready for the game. Because you just happy to be back
Exactly.
out playing the sport.
And then
Yeah.
after we won Super Bowl, right? And we backdoored that with 2 trash years. Peyton retired. We had 2 bad years in Denver. So I went through that frustrating shit, and I was an asshole at work. I'm calling everybody out. You know what I'm saying? That shit trash. Vance was our head coach. He had to deal with me. Coach, what the fuck is we doing?
Yeah.
Are we tanking
Especially.
or what? Like, I'm to the point where they were like, oh, we got to trade leave. Let's get him up out of here.
Who was your, I don't remember the quarterbacks those 2 years.
Trevor Siemian and Buddy, tall Buddy.
and
right?
Brock Osweiler.
Yeah.
No, matter of fact, Brock got paid. Brock got paid and left after we won the chip.
Oh, yeah.
So it was Trevor Siemian and maybe in Trevor both years, I think. I don't even
You
know.
don't remember
I
the
can't
quarterback of
remember.
your team.
Very frustrating 2 years.
Because you knew what
And-
that
and
winning
I-
felt like.
and
And then you went back.
to that Applebee's shit and yep.
You know, that ain't Joe.
It was very hard and it was a lot of frustrating. It wasn't just me, it was a whole lot of frustration in that building because we just wasn't used to that. You know?
Were you healthy? Were you still, like, you was playing?
Oh, I was Pro Bowl and everything.
That's what I'm saying.
I was
Joe,
playing good.
with all this happening, Joe
also
been
hurt.
in and out of the lineup. He been hurt.
But that's
so
what's
he
tough, too.
rehab.
It's like,
Yeah.
a lot of it's been your performance, too. So you also got to
Yeah.
take ownership and be like,
Exactly.
I want to be better. It's not like last year, he was balling out and they still didn't make the playoffs. I'd be pissed. I'm frustrated. You're doing everything you can. This is a little bit on you, too. So
It is.
you got to own some of that a little bit.
And
Not to
by the
mention
way-
it's week 14, though, and it's late in the year, and the coaches are on the chopping block. So their doors are shut during the day. They're on the phone talking to their other coaches. Hey, if I get fired, man, you're going to get me on your staff. And people are questioning the game plan. Like you said, what the hell kind of, I ain't running this shit again. It hadn't worked in 3 weeks. Why are we going to run it again?
Exactly.
And there's not a lot of
Camaraderie.
not a lot of excitement coming to work.
Yeah.
But that'll
Positive
pass.
energy.
You said something important, though, Coach, man. If you're the leader of the team, as much as this sounds crazy, you're not allowed to have a bad day.
I know. That's tough.
You just
though.
not, especially not like that.
He needs to
No.
be in some
You got to
therapy.
find a way to compartmentalize it.
That's what I liked about Jamar. Jamar's like, I didn't even know about it. That's not like him at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
By the way, just a quick point. All this disrespect of Applebee's. I always thought Applebee's was pretty good. I did.
The
It
2 for
might be
20.
until you
gotta get
taste
the 2 for
Wagyu and
20.
Nobu.
Huh?
Until you taste Wagyu
understand,
and Nobu.
but Applebee's, let's give them a break, man. And
I kind of skipped the Applebee's stage, Skip. Mine was eat at home, straight broke, to straight rich.
Chili's or Applebee's? Chili's or Applebee's?
I skipped the mid stage. Straight broke to straight rich.
I got close. I was Texas Roadhouse for a little bit.
Them
You know,
Them
Texas
rolls.
Roadhouse, man, shoot.
Them rolls at Texas Roadhouse.
And
Hey,
that
hey,
shit crazy.
Texas Roadhouse, come holler at Underdog, man.
Yeah,
Kenzie will
seriously.
read you something.
Bring me some rolls. Bring me some rolls.
I see we got a new sponsor, too.
Yeah,
We gotta slip
Texas
that
Roadhouse.
in real quick.
Yeah.
Y'all see Kenzie, she do her thing, man. Just throw us a little.
Get us some rolls. All right, guys, let's get to some college football because before the season started, Arch Manning was potentially being looked at as the #1 draft pick.